Hi, everyone. Good morning. I'm Jade Chang, that one over there. So I was mistakenly under the impression that this was a sort of beauty contest where in these 2 minutes we were supposed to convince you guys to come to our panel instead of someone else's. And so I think that might tell you everything that you need to know about me and about Charles Wang, the father of this family that my book is about. But I'll actually, so now this is just straight from the cuff because I had no idea that this was what it was, but I will instead tell you guys that my family history, on my father's side and on my mother's side, all of their, for generations back, their families were large landowners in China, and they lived these lives where they thought that would continue for generations to come. And, World War II, Japanese invasion, the rise of communism, my parents both my grandparents all had to flee China, and so my parents grew up in Taiwan. And I grew up with this sense of the land that was lost in China. And how can we get that back? How can we get back that world that we lost, that life that we lost? And so that was really what provided the driving force for the story that I tell in The Wangs versus the World, which is about it's kind of about a family on the run. It starts in the late summer of 2008 when America was in this financial freefall. And Charles Wang, the patriarch, who immigrated to America from Taiwan, he loses his fortune. He had come to America, made a cosmetics fortune, and then loses it all. And that part is not based on my family. We did not come to America and make a fortune. There was nothing to lose. But once he loses the fortune that he made in America, his real dream is, I just want to go back to China. I want to go back to China and reclaim the land that the communists took from my family. We know that can't really happen, but he has convinced himself that it can. And so the story follows Charles's journey across America, gathering his children, his youngest daughter, Grace, who is a senior at a private school, at a boarding school in Santa Barbara. She's also an aspiring style blogger and very successful. She has a lot of followers, wears very cute outfits every day. And he picks her up, and then the youngest son, or the middle son, Andrew, who's in college, and he is an aspiring stand-up comic. Not doing a great job at it so far, but we have high hopes for him. And also with them is their stepmother, Barbara, who named herself after Barbara Streisand, which may also be all that you need to know about her. But we follow them across country through cities that I feel like are kind of our most uniquely American cities like Austin and New Orleans. And they're headed towards the oldest daughter's house, and that is Sina Wang, disgraced art world it girl, who's kind of living in retreat in a house in upstate New York. But so the book is really about a family that learns how to come together. And it's also really about a lot of different worlds: finance world, art world, fashion world, but it kind of uses those glittery, fun, exciting things to hopefully ask kind of serious questions about this country, about who we are, about who we hope to be. So that's it. Thank you.